The story begins with a raggedy demon king preparing his most powerful spell to finish off the protagonist. Throwing a creepy look at Leon Klin, the monster laughed and shouted that this was the end. Immediately after saying those words, it released a huge fireball straight at the guy standing there. However, the hero was not going to give up so easily. Casting a frost spell, Leon Klein sent it back at his opponent's attack. He is now mankind's only hope, and as such, it is his duty to free the world from the tyranny of the Demon King, Belfar. Continuing to block the enemy's attack, Leon found a vulnerable spot to counterattack. Taking advantage of the Demon King's blind spot, the guy materialized a wall of sharp ice peaks with his foot, right below the fireball. The Demon King Belfar, focused on attacking, didn't follow the boy's movements and paid for it. In such an important battle, he neglected to protect himself, and so he was pierced by dozens of frosty spades. Disappearing from the world of the living, Belfar took one last look at his assassin. "Leon Klin, don't even dare think that it's over!" The Demon King shouted in rage, after which he completely dissolved. For a while longer, the protagonist couldn't believe that he had actually managed to do it. Breathing out a sigh of relief, he was sure the threat had finally passed. The great wizard Leon defeated the Demon King Belfar, causing peace to return to the world. At least, that's what people thought. A few days later, the 10-year orphanage, where the world hero Leon was born and raised. The carriage had already been provided, and the lad was ready to leave for the royal castle. While Leon was chatting with the coachman, a child's voice calling his name was heard nearby. A little girl with a teddy bear in her hands ran up to her brother and asked where he was going. Kneeling down in front of her, the boy explained that he was urgently called away on business, after which he asked his little sister to be a good child and wait for him. Patting the girl on the head, Leon promised to teach her magic again when he returned. In just a few hours, the protagonist entered the throne room of the royal palace. There he was welcomed with open arms by the king himself and Prince Shark. Kneeling down in front of them, the guy greeted his highness as well, and remarked that it's been a while since the last time they met. "Long time no see." A familiar female voice was unexpectedly heard, surprising Leon. Turning his head, the boy saw Princess Sira in front of him. The boy turned his head and saw Princess Sira standing in front of him. While the guy kissed her hand, the king explained that he had summoned Princess Sarah from a neighboring country specifically for this meeting. To be honest, as soon as the king told her that the hero Leon was coming to the castle, she immediately said she would arrive as soon as possible. "By the way, your majesty, why did you summon me today?" the protagonist inquired. After thinking for a moment, the king said that according to Prince Shark, there was still a cave nearby where monsters appeared. Puzzled by this information, Leon exclaimed that he had already defeated the Demon King. Why haven't the monsters disappeared yet? In response, His Highness explained that this was why he wanted to have Leon investigate the matter. He had also heard of cases where those who entered the cave did not return. Then, clapping his hands, the king pointed out that Leon Klin was not like the others,